Hi, Charles Moman here. Well, this video is about a product that I ran across on YouTube and saw some reviews, and I thought, my viewing audience just might be interested in this. So I contacted the company, and Ward was happy to send me a sample so that I could review it and try it out, and I think it's great. So it's called the TailGater Tire Table, and I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Hi, Charles Moman here. Well, today I've got a product review I'd like to do of the TailGater Tire Table. Comes in this great solid bag, and let me get it out of the bag, and then I'll be showing you how to install it with a big truck tire or with a regular car tire. Well, before I show you how it's installed, let me just point out a few things about it. We've got a support arm here with a button. This can come out, as you'll see. It's got a jam nut down there. On either side, on the inside, we've got jam nuts, and this is how you store them. But when you use them, they go on the outside. I've seen some videos where people are reaching underneath, and that just doesn't work very well. So they go on the outside, and there is an arm that goes over the tire, as you'll see. So that's what those jam nuts hold. And then we've got two little support arms that'll be on this side of the tire, and they've got a textured surface to kind of grab the tire. So let me get this assembled now. I'm going to take this jam nut out, put it on the outside. Do the same thing over here. I'm going to pop these little arms out. Put them in here. Same thing on this side. And now we're ready. So let me turn this around. And now what I need to do is I'm going to pull this support arm up, and I'm just going to kind of get it bigger than I need. And I'm going to tighten it up here. Same thing on the other side. And now I'm just going to be setting this over top. Put it back over. Tighten it up. I'm pushing against with my thigh here. Tightening it up, getting it level. And there we go. There's the basic way to put this on. I've got support arms here. This reaches behind the tire. And that alone will do it right there. This will be can hold, they say, 50 pounds. And if I want to make sure, have a little more support, I can drop this leg down. And we can have it straight down like this for support. Or let's say you're in a muddy, sandy area. You might go this way. This way it's not in your way. But speaking of that mud and sand, we could just put it against the tire as well and support it that way. So we've got a nice big surface here. Pretty simple. What I was talking about earlier, I've seen people, they leave these jam nuts inside and they're reaching underneath like that very awkwardly, but you don't have to do that. You can just use the jam nuts on the outside to get this tightened. And so what some might do is I might put a little level on here and make sure it's perfectly level, but that's basically how it works right there. Well, I mentioned using a level, and I've got just a small one here. And one great thing about this table is if your vehicle, say for example, for the off-road crowd really would like these, is your vehicle may not be your Jeep or whatever, your big truck like this may not be in a level place, but you can have the tire table level. So I've got the level here, and I'm just going to slide it around. And there we go. It's a dead level. I've got it locked back on. I double check that it's tight. So I'm ready to go. And then I would drop the leg down. And straight down is good. I personally think this is the best way because you don't have to worry about someone kicking the leg out. So using a level, sliding it on here. And by the way, if I had a much bigger tire, what I can do is flip this support arm back here. It's curved across the top. You can flip it over so it reaches down farther behind big tires, because they say that this is usable with most 14-inch tires up to 46 inches. So if you're doing the really big tires, then you're going to want to flip that support over, and it will still, these arms will work on any size tire. And so this would work with just about any vehicle. I'll put it on the Dodge Caravan here in a minute. It can also work with many RVs and camping trailers, not necessarily all of them, because it does require about 2 inches of clearance. We got a lot more than 2 inches here, and I have more than 2 inches with the Dodge Caravan. But some small campers might not, so you have to make sure about the 2-inch clearance. So I decided to go back out and show you. Here I'm taking that support slider and reversing it, sliding it in. And you do this when you have big tires, and actually this works even better having it flipped over. So you can see when I lift this up, the curve is going down now instead of the other direction. And so that allows it to slide down farther and really hold the tire. And both ways it worked, but with the big tire, this is how you would want it to be done. So it drops down behind the tire, and then the small support legs are pushing against just like before. So everything is the same, it's just that you've got that curve going farther back behind the tire, and that just makes it hold on really tight. Okay, so now let's get it put on the little smaller tire, Dodge Caravan. I pull the support up. I still have plenty of clearance. Get it behind the tire. Get that in there. Tighten it up. And there we go. We could get the level on it, and again do the same thing. Push the button, or reach under here. Drop it down straight if I want, but again I think this is the smartest way to use this. So a great surface that works on trucks and Jeeps and most every car out there. So you've got a nice surface to work with at camping, picnics, pull off at a rest area. So lots and lots of uses. So the tire table is under 13 pounds, and it's 29 by 23 surface. So you can use it for a million things, of course. And what's great is if you are in a situation it's wet and muddy or sandy, you know you're going to be okay. With some typical camp tables you might have, that might be a bit of a problem keeping it stable, but you know you're going to be stable with this because it's rock solid on here. So obviously you could use it to cook, so I could put a camp stove on here, a microwave. I think I can see me in a pretty day, it's a little nippy today, out here at a campsite, and I'm editing on my computer, so I might have my computer here, or maybe even I've got a 22-inch screen that I bring with me for editing, and I also can show movies with that. So I could set the laptop and the monitor here, and we could sit in our camp chairs and watch a movie in an evening, and so it would work great for that. So a great surface, and with this open design here, if you do spill something on it, just take soap and water and hose this down. It's powder coated, so you're good for it lasting a really long time. So this is a great surface that you can use for 1,000,001 uses, obviously. So another great use of the tire table would be to put your cooler on it. Here I've got our new IceCo refrigerator freezer, and it holds its cold real well, but I've got a lithium battery I could keep it plugged into, and so it would work great. This is only 23, 24 pounds, so it's no stress on this table at all. So that's another of many uses for this table. Just a few final thoughts. One thing I did mention outside is another way to use it if you've got a spare tire and you put on the back of your camper or back of your Jeep or whatever, you could also use the TailGater Tire Table on that as well. And that bag you saw that I was carrying it's very heavy duty, it's really nice. That does not come with the table. That's an option that you can purchase. So what about price? The TailGater Tire Table is $139.95 list price, and then the bag is $39.95, and those are the prices you'll see on Amazon and on their website. which is TailGaterTireTable.com, as you might expect. But if you go to that website, routinely a box will pop up, and if you sign up on their email list, they'll send you a discount code of 10%. And then I was given a code that you'll see down below in the description, 15 off, that you can use instead. So I'll save you a little bit more money. By the way, I don't use Amazon affiliate links. I don't make money that way. I don't get a commission from this. Matter of fact, I don't make any money from my videos. I don't monetize my YouTube videos, even though they are seen a lot. So I hope this has been useful for you. I think we are going to still carry another small table to use in addition, but what's really nice is we know that no matter what the condition of the ground around us, if it's muddy or if it's sandy, we know that for sure we're going to have a solid table, because that's going to go on the tire and be lock solid. So I think it's useful for a lot of people, and thank you for watching.